bills. And like here in our Kenya, they are telling us we have to pay for our own hospital bills. Like you bring these Chinese from wherever they come from, they can eat anything which have four legs except for a car or a chair. That's what they cannot eat. And everybody, welcome again to my YouTube channel. My name is Lina Kingori, and if you're lazy, you can call me Lina Kings. I will not mind, but I hope you are not being lazy. But what can you do in this situation? Like, the situation has hit the whole world, you know. So I'm here to talk about it, and just to talk about it kidogo. So as everybody knows, the COVID-19 has hit the world, the whole world. Like, it has hit the world in a way that not everybody was thinking about it. Like, we did not think like one day in a lifetime there will be lockdown in countries. Not even in a single day that we believe that there will be a coronavirus epidemic in the whole world. And this has hit the world really bad. Like, this has hit even Kenya really hard. And every time I think about it, I get angry because of our leaders. Because when it was reported that China had the coronavirus, like, people were being very careless. Like, even in this our country, even here in Kenya, our leaders was being so careless. I can say this and I will say this again. These leaders allowed this plane to like come to JKIA airport to land. They allowed this plane to land like in Jomo Kenyatta airport full of Chinese, even though it was reported that there was like coronavirus epidemic. But these our leaders, they allowed that plane to land. And to even make the matter worse, the guy who like recorded that thing, he was arrested. That guy was arrested. Like, why did you take picture of like the landing plane from China full of Chinese, and then it was reported that there is coronavirus? If we did not have greedy leaders, we will not have the coronavirus here in Kenya, because we had ways to protect ourselves. But because of having greedy leaders, that's why we are facing whatever we are facing right now. Seriously, the person who is suffering right now is like the middle class person. They have closed school for our children. For those who have money, they are homeschooling their children, so nothing will happen to their children. But what about your child and my child? A person who you cannot afford homeschooling your children. What will happen? They are saying that they are closing the business. Then if the government is closing our businesses, they are doing the lockdown, then what about the person who goes to work every day? What about the person who depend on working in daily basis to have a daily food, to put a plate of food in their table? What about them? I was like, I was reading newspaper like days ago, and they were saying that they have the insurances will if you have insurance, like, you will get treated for coronavirus. Your insurance will be accepted. Other governments are like paying for their patients hospital bills, and like here in our Kenya, they are telling us we have to pay for our own hospital bills. Like, you bring these Chinese from wherever they come from, they can eat anything which have four legs except for a car or a chair. That's what they cannot eat. And then after bringing us, what they did, these are our leaders here in Kenya, what they did, they need to hear the truth. Seriously, like, you cannot do this to us anymore. We are very tired as common wananchi. We are so tired of this bullshit. You cannot bring China to us. You bring debt to our country. Like, we are still paying China debt. Like, the economic of Kenya has gone so high. We are paying China bill, and then like before we even like pay a quarter of even a half of that debt you guys went and took from China, the China has brought us debt into our countries. Like, we have to pay with our own lives. This bullshit is too much, man. It's too much. And then like now that they are doing the lockdown, what's going to happen to us now? You cannot tell me not to go to work. I stay home, I stay safe. Yes, I will stay home and I will stay hungry. I cannot stay home like without going anywhere. What did the government provide like the common wananchi with? They did not even give us a dime. Like, a common wananchi is supposed to like go and shop and have like unga ya ugali and unga ya ngano to sustain themselves. Trump has done some things for his people. Here in Kenya, they are telling you to like stay home and stay safe. like me, the way I see the whole thing is stay home and stay hungry. I'm not trying to like oppose the whole stay home thing, no. But then you stay home and then you will eat what? You will eat tears. Like the government cannot do this bullshit to us every time. Like they have been doing this thing to us all the time. Like they don't care. Our leaders are too greedy to like care, seriously. And then it's a high time we speak about this. And if you talk about it, you can like get your ass arrested because of saying the truth. But then this is the truth. This is the truth kabisa. Hii ndio ukweli kabisa. You will stay home and stay safe. Here in America, I stay home and stay safe because they are bringing food in those people's home. But here in Kenya, it's stay home and stay hungry. Because if you don't go to work like a normal part, like the way we are used to like going to work every day, what are we going to eat? I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but the whole thing has really pissed me off. Like seriously, it's pissing me off. Really, the government is not doing anything for us. Like there is a person who can like get the coronavirus, may God forbid, and then they will just die because they don't have the money to take themselves to the hospital. If you don't have it's not every Kenyan who have insurance. It's not every Kenyan who can afford to like pay insurances. Then if you don't have insurance, that means like who will pay for your hospital bills? And because of like them being greedy and taking all of those debts from China, now we are facing the debt. We have to pay China debt, and now we have to pay with our own lives. Like seriously, we did not know like everything we use here in Kenya, like it has been like everything is made in China. It has always been made in China here in Kenya. It's as if our Kenya was made in China too. Even our deaths are made in China now. And like this is bullshit. This is nonsense, man. So guys, this is what I'm telling you. Like even in Uganda, they have closed their borders. Ethiopian has closed their borders, but people are still coming in our Kenya. What is this, man? Like our borders are not closed. Like they are giving people from other countries to come to our country. When like Uganda has closed their borders, you cannot go to Uganda right now. You cannot go to Tanzania right now. But then anybody can like come to Kenya. Seriously, like our leaders are not protecting us. And then like, what can we? Seriously, like this is too much. Okay, now they are saying like a person who is being paid 24,000, they will not pay tax. What about the person who is not employed? Our president did not mention the person who is not employed. Like there are poor people in Kenya. If you tell them not to go to work, there are mama mbogas in Kenya. There are people who sells maji in Kenya. There are so many things. There are so many individuals who have employed themselves. If you tell them not to go to work, then what do you expect? You're not giving them unga. At least give them unga. They will find mboga for themselves. But if you tell them not to go to work, what do you expect? What are they going to eat?
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And